Hey, what's going on, guys? Aaron Chen here. Hope you are doing well. If you're watching this video right now, then I just had a personal message that I wanted to talk to you about. And I think that this is one of the biggest reasons why people that want to build an internet marketing business, or people that want to get into entrepreneurship, always really struggle. And I truly believe that this has to stop. Okay, and really, it's about learning new skills. It's about expanding yourself. It's about wanting to become the best version of yourself. Because when I first started internet marketing back in 2009, I had no idea that I had to get good at video, or I had no idea that I had to learn how to write emails, or I had no idea that I had to learn how to build out basic sales funnels. I had no idea that I had to learn how to do a webinar at some point, right? You don't have to do these things straight away, but these are the basic parts of marketing, right? And a lot of people put up invisible roadblocks for themselves. And it's these invisible roadblocks that stops them from having true success inside of their business, right? And I've been doing this for so long now, 11 years, and I always come across people who are like, "Oh, Aaron, I can't do that. I don't want to build that business because I don't want to write emails." Or, "Hey, I don't want to do that because I don't want to do webinars." Or, "Hey, I don't want to do that because I don't, want to get in front of the camera." Or, "I don't want to learn how to drive traffic." And the truth is that this has to stop, because look, the question you need to ask yourself is, where do you want to be in life 10 or 20 or 30 years from now, right? Do you still want to be stuck in that crappy job that you're stuck in? Do you still want to be stuck in traffic 1 hour there, 1 hour back every single morning? Do you want to not be able to spend any time with your children or your loved ones, right? Do you want to work for a boss that you don't respect? Do you not want to be able to travel all around the world? And if the answer is that you do want to, do all these things, then you have to stop yourself and you need to get out of your own way. Just understand that all of the biggest guys in the world, the likes of your Tony Robbins and your Dean Graziosi's and your Russell Brunsons, and these are all some very, very big names in the world, just in general, not just in the internet marketing space, but just in professionals in their field, like Grant Cardone, right, who specializes on real estate, okay? These guys weren't an expert right from the beginning, right? Every master was once a disaster, okay? But the only difference between them and you is that you might be making excuses for yourself, and this has to stop. This has to stop. Understand that if you want to get the results that you're getting, then the only way that you're going to get there is if you have enough value that people feel like they're able to exchange that value for money. Does that make sense? That's how commerce and industry works, right? Now, if you wanted to buy something, you would have to feel that that product has given you enough value, enough for you to exchange your hard-earned money for that particular object or product. Is that correct, right? And that's how commerce and industry works in real life. And so online business is the same thing. So if you're trying to sell a physical good or a digital educational course on whatever it is, it could be dog training, it could be romance, it could be learning how to build a beehive, it could be internet marketing, whatever it is, the person on the other side, your audience, your potential audience member, has to feel like that product has enough value for them to exchange their hard-earned money in order to take on that product and learn and get results from that actual product that you're selling, okay? Now, the only way that you can do that is if you learn the skills of marketing, right? If you get out of your own way, if you stop, putting yourself in, stop freezing yourself up, right? Stop overthinking and just take action. Okay? And this is the biggest problem that I see with a lot of my students and just with people in the industry. They get in their own way. They get their mindset in their own way. They stop themselves. They let, the thought of what other people might think of them get in their way. And that's why they don't do YouTube videos. That's why they don't, do webinars. That's why they don't try writing an email, because they care too much about what other people think of them, okay? And so the best advice that I can give you is that, first of all, this all needs to stop, right? You have to ask yourself why you want to build a business in the first place, right? Is it because you want to stop worrying about the bills that you have to pay, right? Is it because you want to leverage the power of the internet because you understand that the power of the internet, well, technology is not going away, okay? If anything, it's getting more and more and more prevalent, right? I mean, I'm recording this video right now from my iPhone, okay? It's incredible. The quality is super duper high. I don't even need high production cameras or like, you know, a Canon X5 or whatever, you know, you want to call it. I don't even need like professional lighting. I'm just literally sitting in front of a window right now. So this is natural lighting. It's my iPhone. I don't even have a mic. And the quality of this video is super duper high, right? And so there are 3.5 billion people around the world that have access to the internet. There's 7 over billion people, but about 3.5 billion people have access to the internet, right? So what's your excuse? You know, think about it. The more you wait, the longer you wait, the less chance that you're gonna actually get on this internet marketing train, and people are just gonna blow by you, all right? So this madness has to stop. All right, and I'm hoping that this video is going to inspire you to just take action anyway. Remember that recording videos or writing emails or learning how to build out a simple sales funnel, this is stuff that was never taught in school, okay? I never learned this stuff in school. I'm a finance professional, believe it or not. I graduated from the University of Melbourne back in 2005. I'm 37 now, right? I know I look younger than I actually am, but I graduated with a finance degree, and you know what I did with that degree? Absolutely nothing. I never practiced finance. I never did accounting. I never worked for a financial company. I didn't do any of that. I've been in sales my entire career. And then after doing it for 5 years, in 2010, I decided that I had enough because I was working super long hours, 12 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week. And I was just thinking to myself, there has to be a better way to live my life, to have options, to have freedom, and it had to stop, right? And the only way that I could do that was to actually go online and learn exactly how to build a successful online business. Now, did I have any skills back then? No. I had never ever done a single recording in my life. At that stage, I didn't even know what an email autoresponder was. I had no idea what a webinar was. I didn't know what a sales funnel was. You know, I never built out anything. In fact, this is a true story. Every time my computer broke down or I had problems with my computer, I would call my brother on the phone. He's 1 year younger than me. He's 36 years old now, but you know, back then we were a lot younger, right? I would call him on the phone and I would get him to come over and help me fix my computer stuff, okay? So that's the thing, you know, not everyone's born to be a computer wizard. And the great thing about internet marketing these days is you don't need to be an internet wizard. Most of the softwares that you use are drag and drop. You don't have to deal with any HTML code. You don't have to deal with C++ or whatever weird language that they have nowadays for you know, computer coding. Everything is drag and drop. In fact, the longer that you wait, or the, you know, as we go along, there's more and more software that is made even simpler and simpler for people like you and me, right? Because there's so many entrepreneurs that are being born and who are wanting to come online to build a business every single day. You wouldn't believe it. It's something like less than every 10 seconds, there's a new entrepreneur that's trying to build a business online, okay? So what's your excuse? Okay, what is your excuse? You have no excuse. Okay, so this madness has to stop, and that's all this video is about. All right, so if you've been sitting on the fence, if you're whatever excuse you have, right? If you think that you're too old, or you think you're too young, or you think you're not tech savvy enough, or you think that, oh, Aaron, I've bought like 20 courses in the past and none of them worked, right? You have to understand that it's a combination of things, right? Number one, it's a combination of having the tenacity to want to keep trying and not quitting. Number two, you have to have access to the right information, okay? There's so much bad information out there. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. And if you know my story, I struggled for the first 8 years because I bought a whole load of really, really, really bad information. But when you have good information and you act on that information, your life can change tremendously, okay? And I can promise you that. And it's not that difficult. You just need to have the right information in order to move forward in your business and get some incredible results, okay? So that's all I wanted to share with you today. I just wanted to let you know that, look, if you've been sitting on the fence for a while about starting an online business, I'm just wondering why. You know, in this day and age, this is the best time to start a business, okay? The economy has been booming for the last 10 years. Technology is better than ever before. Software out there is making it easier and easier and easier for normal people, normal everyday people like you and me from all over the world, as long as you have access to a phone, a computer, and an internet connection, to build a thriving business. You don't need to work, 12 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week for someone that you don't respect, for a measly salary. Those days are gone, okay? Those days are over, and I am never, ever, ever going back there. Neither are my students, and neither should you, all right? So literally, this video is a call to arms, okay? I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, and I'm asking you, what are you doing with your life? Look, don't get me wrong. If you're happy with where you are, if you're happy with your measly salary every month, if you're happy, getting stuck in traffic, or, on the way to work and on the way back, if you're happy with not being able to spend any time with your family and not being able to travel the world and do the things that you really want to enjoy in life, then fine. Then you don't have to do anything. You can ignore my videos. You can stop opening my emails. That's completely fine with me, right? But if you're somebody who wants to change their life, but just for some reason, you've got some roadblock in your head, or you're a little bit scared to pull the trigger, I'm telling you that this madness has to stop, all right? Because now is the time. Okay? And don't let anybody else tell you differently. So look, I hope you got a lot of value from this video. If you did, this video is going to be on YouTube. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this video. If you appreciated it, please share this video. I would appreciate some likes and some shares, and add some comments. I would love to hear what you think of this video right now. Are you starting a business? Have you been struggling? Or have you been sitting on the fence like millions of other people have, and they know they should be starting an online business, and yet they don't do anything about it, okay? Well, I don't want that to be you, all right? Make today, or this week, or this weekend, the time when you stop this madness and actually get going, start an online business, find a mentor, learn how to do this right. It's not that complicated. You just need to follow the right people, stick to them like a sponge, and then just stop the madness and just start doing it, all right? Start taking action, start taking control of your life. And listen, I wish you all the best, and I hope that we get to speak soon. Take care, and all the best.